Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I am joined by my fellow co-host, fellow Pro Clubs player as well, Sarcasm City TV FC. You can go check out the footage of that as well. Man like Zeno is in the building. So first and foremost, Zeno, what are you telling me? You good? What are you saying?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Let me just say I scored the first goal for Sarcasm City TV and I got the first assist for that club. So I'm going to go down in history. No one cares about the goals after.
You do? Serious? Yeah, legit. You are going down in history. That's big facts. That is big facts. And we got
Big
two
facts.
promotions as well. So go and check that out. But like I start each and every show as well, love to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity is much appreciated. And it does not go unnoticed to people. So big up to everybody who's supporting. Large up everyone who's in the comments already. And we will get to all of the comments. But please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. I think all the socials are working now. Obviously, everything went down yesterday apart from Twitter. So yeah, make sure you share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well, people. Make sure you do that and check out the upcoming live stream section also. And this is the ManDem United podcast, and we discuss all things Manchester United, myself and Zeno. But we're joined by a very special guest returning. This is his second time on ManDem United. Mr. Red United TV, Mr. Ivorian Spice himself is in the building. What are you telling me, my G? You good?
Jeez, first of all, that was a lovely introduction. Welcome, I'm doing good. I'm just glad to be here, It's so nice to get some minutes again. I've been aching for minutes. Flores right now has done me dirty for 3 months. I've been aching for minutes. He's been Van der Beeking me for time. I've been on the bench waiting, guys. Even the way he told me I'm gonna get minutes today is match day for me. I should be ready. He told me this at 4 o'clock in the morning, just the way Ollie does when Van der Beek's meant to play. 4 o'clock in the morning on the day that he's meant to play, that you're playing. No opportunity.
Can I just tell something?
Tell his family that he's gonna be playing. Get some tickets. You get me? He didn't even allow me to get that composure.
Nah,
Can I just say something? This is not the first time Flawless has treated a player poorly because his man management is poor. He's not Ole because Flawless is proving to have poor man management, so it's not looking good for him.
All I'm saying is the majority of the team. He's talking about the pro clubs. The majority of the team's happy. It's just one man, so he's the problem.
You'll see me again for another 3 months. You'll be seeing me 3 Ivorian Spice soon, bro.
I guarantee you, people, you will see Ivorian Spice on this show at least once a month. I guarantee you that, people. He's gonna be a regular on this channel because I do rate his content. Make sure you go sub to Red United TV as well. You're gonna see him at least once a month, and we're gonna start getting guests in as well. Let me get through the comments as well. Jihan was here early.
Gonna Flawless.
And he just put Ali, you lot are jokers. I might just put Ali out. Bear in mind, 2 back-to-back promotions, 2 titles. That's all I'm saying in it. 2 back-to-back titles, 2 promotions, people. We in Division 8. You know what I'm saying? That's all, and you can go watch it. It's just dealing with the likes of Statman and Ryan, in it, these GNA ballers, but we moving. Large up to Jihan, who was here, who said Ollie out from early. Like the video, people, and drop a sub to the channel. Large up to Ahmed as well, my centre back. Daniel says big up Flawless in the chat every time. Big up OTG in the building. Kind of Devil says big up Flawless and Zeno. Timo says this is what happens when Ollie Tax strikes. Yeah, Ollie Tax is peak. We're gonna get into all of that. Umar says big up Mr. Take Note and Zeno. Large up Eddie, who says we outside. Like, subscribe, or become a member if you can. Big up my bros in the chat.
Big
love
up,
to my
man.
queen Mimi as well. Says 2 Kings. Love to Mimi every single time. David says, big up Flawless and Zeno. I'm here for this Ollie Man United therapy. We need to sack this scrub. Yeah, man, we're going to get into all of that. We're going to get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at these people in the chat Chinese.
Flawless is in the pressure cooker already.
Yeah, and I got back-to-back promotions. Hella armpits. You know what I'm saying? In that. You get me? It's just that certain yeah, get me? Hella armpits.
Mourinho won the Europa League and Carabao, but he still lost the dressing room. That's all I'm going to say.
It is. All I'm saying is it's just you and Statman Baines in it. There's a theme here. It's just you, man. You youngers. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I need the older heads in that. It's you youngers. But let's go but yeah, let's get into it anyway. Obviously, as you can see from the title, people, it's looking very bad for Ollie. Because normally when I'm doing ManDem United titles, I ask questions. Like I'll always pose a question, but I don't think this is a question anymore. Like it is looking very bad for Ollie. So Ivorian, we'll go to you, my G. Your thoughts. We'll go with the Everton game. Your thoughts first and foremost on the Everton game.
First of all, my thoughts and foremost thoughts of the Everton game. The first 45 minutes, it was good, but a lot of people were saying that this bit the best 45 minutes that Manchester United ever played for a very long time. Although that to me it was all right, which actually states how badly things are in terms of our performance. That performance that wasn't really all that. It was alright. It's alright. Yeah. But people thinking that we played fantastically well, it just shows the standard level that where we have dropped, you know. Second half, I enjoyed the fact that we played decent and kept the ball, and Martial scored, but his overall gameplay, you know, was but he tried. Second half was where the problem was, guys, where everything was disgusting. I'm disgusted at Fred for being unable to get moved to by a skinny man. Like, what's his name as well? I kind of forgot, you know.
Oh, Damari Gray. Damari Gray a baller though, still.
Twice as well, where he had the opportunity to just foul him. Yeah,
he should have.
He didn't. Luke Shaw as well was also part to blame, but mainly Fred. For us to concede that goal again from a set piece when we've actually had a set piece specialist, you know, from Chelsea, which I want to know, was that Chelsea's first choice, first team set piece taker? Did they even bother and say, you know what, take him? We don't. He was
the under 23s, I'm pretty sure.
So they didn't even fight for him. So we out here getting second picks and sidemen and scrubs to come into our coaching system. You know, we can't even get the best of the best. You know, but yeah, we conceded straight from a set piece, and that was awful. And the fact that we almost conceded again. The highlight of my day was Ronaldo coming off when Carrick was trying to console him, and Ronaldo looked at him dead in the eye and told him to piss off what that eye looks like. I'm pissed off. And what on top of that, I want to ask everyone this question. Is Oli himself Oli out for smile at the end of the match? Because I honestly believe that Oli himself is Oli out because he's had enough. He's had enough of this. That's what
he's had enough of himself, do you reckon?
Yeah, he's had enough of himself. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that match. But coming from where we was before, because I remember I came on a couple of months ago, you know, and at that moment there, we was at that position where Manchester United was starting everything fresh again. It looked like we were going to do something. We signed top players. 5 games into the season now, we're actually saying that we're not title contenders. What happened to that?
Here's the thing is, ask Zeno. Zeno was one of them. I told Zeno, I told this entire chat, I told everyone on any platform I was on before the season started. We were never title contenders. Salute to Abdallah. Yes, you can hop on the members stream later on tonight. I'll shout you. But salute to my Don Saeed and Nuruddin, because I seen a Straight Jacket podcast they put out, and they were saying how we're no longer title contenders. We were never title contenders to begin with. We was never in the conversation. We was never in the race, and I told everybody who would listen that is the case. People were like, oh, we signed Cristiano Ronaldo, we got Champions League Varane, we got J-Ma, aka Jadon Sancho. It doesn't matter when you have that manager in charge, and he's facing the best competition. It's not like it's just Manchester City who are at the top right now. It's not like it's just Liverpool with Klopp. Not only do you have those two, you also add Chelsea in the mix. So this is already one of the top. Whoever wins this Premier League has won one of the toughest leagues, definitely in recent years. Because I don't remember 3 teams of this caliber competing for the title or being up there. I can't remember in a long time. It's been City and Liverpool for the most part, and then you can throw in Chelsea, Well, they won it like 5 years ago. But that's my point. We were never title contenders to begin with. Never. We just got gassed off the sign. Well, Zeno got gassed off the signings.
I think what it is, look, a lot of fans, especially young fans like myself, when we look on paper, the signings we made, it was a very good window. You know, obviously our main signing was supposed to be a DM. We didn't get it, but we ended up getting Ronaldo. That's like a dream come true for so many younger United fans, because he was like, you know, he was a player we looked up to. Most of the people started playing football or supporting United because of him. So him coming back brought back so many feelings that it gave us, especially what he's gone on to do with his career, it gave us the belief that, you know what, the Ronaldo tax could outweigh the Ole tax. But bro, we learned nothing can outweigh this Ole tax, bro. No, it's so hefty, man.
I'm not gonna lie, that whole Ronaldo thing threw us all off. It was basically like a dirty man that's wearing links that masked off all the problems, you know. We had problems. We had the centre defensive midfield problem, but we got Ronaldo, masked everything off, and made us forget that we actually did have problems before Ronaldo arrived. And it made us believe as well that maybe we can win the title, maybe we can win something. But then again, reality hits, The season starts off. It did start off with the win against Leeds, and then everything else fell into place, and you just realize, you know what? Yeah, this is the same shit. This is the same shit. And I always say this before with Manchester United. It doesn't matter which player it is that's playing and which manager it is. It's the same rice, different stew, different curry, different sauce, but it's the same taste all the time. And that's how it's been throughout, you know. I don't care whichever players we throw in with this manager, as long as he's in charge, it's always going to be the same performance. And it's been disgusting. It's been
100%, man, because you look at even our players, everyone says, oh, Luke Shaw has had his best season, Martial, Pogba. There's one theme that all of these have in common. It's not sustainable. Luke Shaw, he hasn't had a good game this season. Look at Martial. He had such a good season and then just went left. It happened to every player because, first of all, the football isn't sustainable. It doesn't help anyone. The only players our football help are players like Rashford, players like Bruno. These people who just do what they want instinctively. That's what it does. It's shown with their stats. Like last season, Bruno and Rashford got the most GA, but it's at the expense of the rest of the team. And I don't know, man. For us on paper, I always thought we could win the Premier League. On paper, no one can deny that.
Oh yeah.
But once you see the name under the manager, then you know what? We'll be lucky to make top 4.
It's the dugout, and I said that from the jump. And that I have no issues with the squad. Does the squad need improvement? Absolutely. You can see where, but there isn't I say this all the time. There's no such thing as a perfect squad. It doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, you can look at. You can see where their fans are talking about where they need improvement. Liverpool is clear to see where they need improvement. City has been one of the most talked about topics in regards to them needing a striker. So how come they can all challenge for league titles and they can look at winning the Champions League, but we can't because we don't have this DM? So you're telling me, like I said, we need a world-class 6 to beat Young Bucks?
Let me
Everton at home.
Can I say something? Can I say something regarding this? We need a DM. You know what? Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, a very good manager will be able to master situations in terms of managing it. We don't need a DM. If we had a top quality manager, he will solve that problem. Yes. The fact that he will make things work in terms of having a system, you know, that is sustainable, that allows that masks people's flaws, especially certain players. We don't need it. Do you think that if we get a centre defensive midfielder with that guy in charge, things are going to change? We want to just stop playing magical football.
Facts. I've said this. I agree.
You know,
I've said this.
A good manager will resolve the problem. We don't need to send a DM. We use what you got. Utilize what you have.
Facts. Like my Don Matisse said, if you're being paid to be a manager, but everything works without you, what am I paying you for? If everything works fine without you, the whole point, like JV said in it, it's management. You manage and it's meant to work. You know what I'm saying? So if you're supposed to solve problems and solve issues, not everything works swimmingly well. You work with what you have. No manager has a perfect 11. No manager has a perfect squad. Like I've mentioned Chelsea, I've mentioned Liverpool, I've mentioned Manchester City. Go back and look at Barcelona team, some of the greatest sides we've ever seen. Not every single player was world class. Not every single player in the squad was world class. Same for the Real Madrid side that won 3 in a row. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Same for any great side. Every side has some form of weakness where you go. They could probably improve that. But guess what? Them top quality managers did. Like you said, master deficiencies and managed. That's legit what you're supposed to do.
On top of that, if you have great, fantastic coach, they'll make it happen. You know, they will improve those players. That's what you're there. That's what you have elite coaches for, to improve players' weakness, right?
Yes. 100%.
We don't need a centre defensive midfielder to solve our problems. We just need an elite manager with an elite coach to solve the problems that's there.
Yeah, solve the problem.
That's all we need.
Facts.
But even with the manager, so it's not even improving your weakness. It's just hiding it. Everyone knows what's Trent's main weakness. His defending. But guess what? You never see that.
You rarely see him
attacking
defending.
output. It outweighs his defensive capabilities. But guess what? Because Liverpool have a manager, they have a system. Okay, we have these players to cover Trent defensively when he goes forward. Because you know why? When Trent goes forward, he's going to contribute to a goal. And that's why people in Dalot, you know, he did play against West Ham, but then he took a break. You know, he's coming back from injury. He had not a good run. He hadn't have a running of games. But then when he played Villarreal, he's throwing him into a deep end. This is the Champions League. There was no one covering him. We played 1-6 that game. We didn't even play McFred, so you can't say he didn't have defensive cover. We played 1-6. That was McTominay who went ghosting. And we had Lindelof on the right side with Dalot. So yes, Dalot should be doing better on his 1v1s, but at the same time, he's never going to look good because he's always in that position where he has to defend. And guess what? That's his weakness. Same with Tellez. Tellez against West Ham, the first 10 minutes, they dominated the ball. if they're gonna have 2v1 on tellers every single time, they're gonna win that every single time because it's just
Facts.
1-2 touch, and then you get past him.
Facts.
And that's the thing with
100%.
Ole. He doesn't know how to hide deficiencies and highlight our players' strengths. Otherwise, we would be doing so much better because we don't need a DM. We just need a manager.
Yeah, facts. What I'm saying in that, like 100%. Unja says poor performance to Everton was down to the players. We'll get to that. Were the players good enough? Yeah, but again, you also have to look at the manager. Like I said, there's certain times United have lost or drew, and I blame the players more than I blame Ollie. But that doesn't mean Ollie's blameless. But sometimes I'll blame Ollie more, but it doesn't mean the players are blameless. It's a collective thing. You can always debate. Anytime you lose, you can always debate. Like if the manager puts out the correct lineup, but the players don't perform, all right, you pick the correct lineup. However, then switch it up and change it. But yes, the players have to do better. Against Young Boys, I put that defeat more down to the players because they should be able to go out there without a manager and beat Young Boys. However, that doesn't mean the manager is blameless because you have to take accountability. Because if we go there and beat them 7-8-0, you're taking full credit. So you can't have it one way for one thing and one way for other. It has to keep the same energy. Because when United win, you get the praise, and rightfully so. But when we lose, you should get the majority of the criticism. Because if United win a Premier League or Champions League, you're taking the most of the praise. So if we're getting nowhere near any trophies, you have to take heavy criticism. That's only right. That's legit only right.
Do you know what I have to say about regarding players and fans saying, "Oh, you need to blame the players"? I'm beyond blaming players now. I've had 3.5 years of inconsistent performance week in. If 11 players constantly not play well for 3.5 years, you've got to look at the management. Just like if you walk into a Tesco that's underperforming and you've got a staff member smoking weed inside Tesco's, the place is dirty and everything. You've got staff members talking back to customers. You're gonna be like, "Yo, who's the manager here?" As a regional manager walking into that store, you're gonna be like, "Can I speak to the manager?"
Yeah, you're right. 100%. You're gonna talk to the manager, and that's where it's got to. Whereas it doesn't matter what 11 plays, doesn't matter who plays where. We just play bad. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what. It just plays. We just play bad.
Zeno, it can be the same rice, different stew, different curry, different sauce, same taste. That's the taste of the performance. The rice is Manchester United, you know. the sauce is different players. You can just change it all, but it's the same taste.
It just tastes bad regardless. Yeah. I fully hear that. S. Paco says flawless as long as Ollie stays in the top 4, he ain't going nowhere. I agree. I've said this. The only way I believe he gets sacked is if it looks like Manchester United are not going to finish in the top 4. However, with the run that is coming up, that potentially could happen because I don't know where we are getting points. I'm looking at these fixtures where we've done bad going into the tough run. I don't know where we're getting points. I'm legit looking at it like maybe Spurs. Spurs is the one I look at and go, yeah, I'm actually not even. I have hope we win. I don't have hope we win anywhere else. I'm just pretty much praying on draws. You know what I'm saying? And just IKEA settings. I'm just praying on draws, just hella draws during this period because it could get bleak. Because if Leicester beat us bad and confidence dips, and the fans are on the case of the manager and the players, then we play in Liverpool. Then we got Chelsea, Watford are in the mix, Arsenal. This could get real toxic extremely quick, and it's already bad enough going in. It's not like we're going in on a good run of form. We were going in confidence high, after beating Villa, after beating Everton, going through in the Carabao Cup. We go, all right, we have something to hold on to. The season's done already, and we only in October. We literally just started October, and already it's bleak. Look how we are talking. You know what I'm saying? Me and Zeno been talking about this for weeks on end, like how we're talking like the season's coming to a close. It's like there's 3-4 games left. Like people are just fed up already. But I do agree with you, S. Paco. Big on my guy Winter Surfer as well. Says pro club's left back in the house. My left back, my G. Big up to you lot all in the comments. Hey mods, please get everybody liking and sharing and subscribing, please. There's over 40 of you lot in here, so let's get the likes up. I don't even think we're at 30 likes whatsoever. Yes, you're right. CFC's time. What an analogy. Phenomenal analogy. OTG says, I think against Everton, Fred wasn't bad. He just had an error. But here's the thing, though. He made an error. He did make an error. But then it's on his teammates to atone for his error. I'm playing midfield, and Zeno and Ivorian are playing centre back. If I make an error, they're supposed to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? Between the three of us, we're supposed to sort it out. Then I say, yo, thank you. I did it on pro clubs. Like they was going through break, and I just took someone out. I just took one for the team, took the yellow card, and everyone's like, yeah, great tackle, because that's what you have to do. That's legit what you have to do. But yeah, man, we move, man. Well,
just on that thing with Fred, sorry, because he's been getting a lot of hate for this goal, and it pisses me off because okay, yes, he did get bodied, and he's supposed to take him out. 100%, I agree. But how much is our defense? I'm pretty sure. Okay, Maguire wasn't there, so it's about 100 million. If you're telling me £100 million defense cannot stop a team from conceding when you lose the ball from the halfway line, then you shouldn't be professional footballers. Because again, do you know who's at fault? Luke Shaw. We had Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof on that side. We all know Wan-Bissaka has the best recovery pace, recovery tackling in the Premier League. That's his strengths. So he's there. Even if Wan-Bissaka gets taken, he was already recovering. Luke Shaw comes across and he leaves Townsend. And guess what? There's one through pass and then he scores. But guess who gets to blame? Fred for not. Yes, he should have taken him down by the halfway line. But we lost the ball at the halfway line. We're Man United. You have Varane there, you have Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. What's happening? You can't blame that on Fred only. That's poor.
Yeah, you can't. It's lazy just to blame Fred. Is he at fault? Yes. But yes. Fred making a mistake in the was it on the halfway? Was it in the opponent's half? I think it was in the opponent's half. Was it just in our own half? But I know it was near the halfway line.
No, the opponent's half.
It was before the opponent.
So Fred making a mistake in the opponent's half, and that's who we're criticizing the most. A lot's happened.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Just common sense tells you. So Fred's made a mistake in the Everton half, the opposition's half, and he's getting the majority of the blame for a goal we've conceded. To me, common sense goes, without even seeing it, something else has gone wrong. Unless this guy just did a Messi and just dribbled past 6-7 man, which didn't happen. So there's more mistakes, but again, should Fred have done better? Yes. But why is Luke Shaw gone over to Townsend? I don't understand that. Why? I mean, not to Townsend, I think it was Decore who had the ball. Why is he left Townsend free?
Great.
Why are you? There's 2 men on him. Why are you going over there? I'm failed to realize that, because if that's Fred in that position and he goes over, the conversation is, oh, why is Fred going over? Whereas if Luke Shaw lost it in the opposition half, we're not talking about that. Certain players get off scot-free. Like I said, Fred should have done better, but everybody should have done better, because at some point, someone should have just took one for the team and took a yellow card, to be honest. But here we go. This is issues with Manchester United. That's just being clever, being intelligent. If that's Chelsea, Liverpool, or City, someone's probably wiping him out. We've seen it happen. You know what I'm saying?
What's so funny is like everyone all out here blaming Fred, but of course they don't want to look at Luke Shaw and where he was supposed to be. I'm starting to believe that Luke Shaw Roberto Carlos trying to hype since he's got into a conversation with Roberto Carlos as well. Because this start of the season defensively he's been poor as well, and going offensively he's been poor. He should have been there in position just to recover, especially when we was on a break, because Fred shouldn't be alone in that situation. Even the goal that we conceded that went offside, it was on Luke Shaw's side, and Luke Shaw was nowhere to be seen. It was sad. And on top of that, what really grinds my gears is that our manager thinks we're organized. We're well organized, especially when we conceded the first goal and conceded the second goal that was written off as offside.
Yeah,
that's what scares me the most.
Yes, it is very scary to be conceded. And the thing is, again, what was even more, not scary, but just the realization is it wasn't a shock. I didn't see outrage about the draw. I predicted the draw before the game on the watch along. There's no outrage when we put in poor performances and get disappointing results. That is now the expectation.
When our manager smiled at the end of the match, he sets the tone. He smiled on the draw. So if he's smiling, it's all right. It's all right. Our manager's fine, so we should be fine.
You're right.
Nah, do you know what triggered me? I saw he was pointing to McTominay or something, moving his hands. What tactics are you telling them? You don't know yourself. Why are you moving your hands? It pissed me off, and then you start smiling with your thumbs up. Get out of my club, man. I was so pissed off when he done that. He doesn't know what he's saying himself.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, did follow. It's all. Yeah. Ahmed says go on.
Opinion so far regarding the title, I honestly feel like things are kind of looking bad for Ole, just because of the Ronaldo situation. And Ole keeps forgetting that you didn't sign Ronaldo. The board signed Ronaldo. Ronaldo does things that Ronaldo does by going upstairs to the board members and tell the board, I want a new contract, get this man out and stuff like that. And shit runs with Ronaldo when he says stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
He has the power to go upstairs and skip the manager, don't even have to say hello to him every morning. Go straight to the board and speak to Mr. Ed Woodward that signed him, because he's the asset, and tell him, I want this man gone. And they will start considering it, because as soon as he says, I'm unhappy because of this man, you're gone. You didn't sign him. You have no 100%. Power on Ronaldo. Ronaldo holds weight.
Yes, he does. And that's one thing people said when he signed, which I thought was the gold line into him signing, was if Ronaldo becomes unhappy, that is now a major problem, and that could cause Oli to lose his job. Like I said, I used the Marvel what's it called analogy, and salute to my guy Aaron, who said that scene in the airport, for those that have seen Civil War, is coming, and you can see it happening already. Now, if Ronaldo being pissed at the end of the Everton game, if that's any other player, Gary Neville's probably not talking about it. It's probably not a talking point because it's probably not a talking point if it's not Cristiano Ronaldo, but because it is Cristiano Ronaldo, that's a major talking point. Ronaldo's on the bench and seems to throw chewing gum at Oli or Mike Phelan. We're still talking about that now, but because he's done it, it's not a talking point. So the fact that it's Cristiano Ronaldo could force him out of the job and cause an issue, which I'm hoping it does, because I want this guy gone. Mimi says here, Watford have rejected Liverpool's request to change the kickoff on the 16th of October to evening so that players on international duty can get more sleep. Let's go, man, innit? F Liverpool and that. Love that pay from Watford. Love that type. That's exactly what I would do now. You lot get on this pitch at 12:30 and that about evening kick.
Yeah.
Forget all that, jokers. Yes, over 50 viewers, like Ahmed said there, and stop lurking and start liking. Love that. Stop lurking and start liking. But it is very bad for him. And how you continue to large up to my guy Munch. You're my star boy. You get me on pro clubs, but your team in life's gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Munch, you're my done. You know you're my guy. 100%. You are my G. You know what I'm saying? My absolute done. But your team gotta get it. But go subscribe to Big Six Bands as well, people. Make sure you do that. Hilarious channel. But as I was saying anyway, in regards to where was I? Yeah. Oli, I don't know how you can defend him anymore. Literally. Like if you are Oli in at this point, I don't know what else to tell you. Like I've stopped going back and forth with people who are Oli in, because you just want to bury your head in the sand at this point. You know the relationship's done and you just don't want to admit it. It's over, man. The show's done. There's no evidence to back this up, and I say this all the time. The reason they have no evidence to back up Oli, so anytime you question him, they'll always talk bad about. They'll always say to you, "This is the question. All right, which manager do you want?" You know what I'm saying? They'll always say that. And then if you say Zidane, or they'll criticize Zidane. If you say Conte, they'll point out Conte's flaws. If you say Ten Hag or Flick or whoever, trash, even if Zidane's not good enough and Zidane's trash, that doesn't make Oli any better. That doesn't, even though Zidane's a much better manager. Zidane is a miles better manager. Conte, whoever you want to get, whoever your pick is, they'll always trash him. They've never got nothing to back up Oli. Because there's nothing to back him up. I'm saying
Exactly.
many times should have been sacked.
First, I 100% agree with you, because with Oli, people always ask, how did he get there? You know, when you see a car in the middle of a tree and you ask yourself, how did that car get there? It's the same thing out to Oli as well. How the hell did he get there? No credentials, zero credentials, you know, or apart from Norwegian league title. What is that? What is that? And it's funny how
he's the car. Sorry to cut you off. He is the car in the tree. He's the car in the tree. He's the car in the tree. And people are still telling you, "Oh, my man's a good driver." How did the car end up in the tree? Something went wrong.
Zero credentials, but you have the right to be like, "Oh no, Zidane shouldn't be here." No, like I don't understand. And then all of a sudden now, with all the medias, so now it's cool to talk about Oli. Like now it's so cool to be saying that it's Oli the right man for Manchester United, when we've all been screaming out that Oli's not the right man and putting out his dirty laundry for the last 2 years. That's one thing I don't understand about all these media dickheads out here. You know, all these media jerks. Now, big shout out to ESPN, because they've been on Oli they've been honest. Craig Burnley's been on it.
Yeah, he's been on his case.
Even Simon Jordan's been on it from day one. But the rest, such as Gary Neville and all these other ManDem, you can do one. You can't be talking about Oli right now about if he's the right one. I don't accept that.
Facts. And David here says, the more he's still here, I get more disillusioned with watching us play midweek and weekends. Yeah, like I say this all the time. I legit don't look forward to it. Like the watch alongs is great because like the ManDem are here, the comments is here. But for the actual game, like no, because I know what I'm gonna get. Like this is why people say, "Oh, why don't you get mad? Why don't you get angry?" Because this is what I expect to happen. Like we are playing Leicester. I'm playing well. It's after the international break. If we get turned over by Leicester, it wouldn't surprise me at all. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be surprised if we're the team that kickstarts their season, because they haven't been good and they've had a poor start. I don't trust us, and they still have players to hit us. Despite that, one thing Leicester do have, not as much as us, they have players who are individually brilliant, who can hurt you at any given moment. But I don't trust us playing anyone. Like we just lost not too long ago to Young Boys. So you think we can't go to Leicester and get turned over? Like I don't understand where the hope comes from. Like I really want to be able to see this. I want to be wrong, but I really want to see. We're only 7 games in. 7 games in, and it's crisis.
It was so funny, you know. every game that we go into, we ask for a match prediction. Everyone says, you know what, I honestly don't know, you know. It's never, we never say with our chest, like, yeah, we're winning 3-0. It's like, you know what, yeah, I just don't know, Man United, man. It's 50-50 out here.
Yeah, that's because we're so inconsistent. Like, anything can happen with us. And I'm like flawless now. We conceded. I wasn't surprised. When we conceded the second goal, which was offside, I wasn't surprised. I was like, fair enough. There we go.
You're just like, yeah, this is just regular. Like, this is just like breathing. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's literally just regular, normal stuff that you expect to happen. Like, we're not shocked that we're playing at home to Everton. Bear in mind, they're missing players. They're missing. Like, people talk about our injuries when they're missing their better players. They have a pragmatic coach, and they came, and I'm like, if Everton win, I wouldn't even be mad because I know the level of this manager and I know what this team and what this squad is. Worldwide Red says, the problem, bro, is they murdered Jose and LVG for the same stuff they let Ollie get by with. And you're right, these men still out here slandering Poch. That's the thing. Whether you rate Poch or not, slandering Poch, again, doesn't make Ollie any better. I say this all the time. Slandering whoever, whatever manager you think Ollie Hours want or whoever I want or Zeno or Ivorian wants makes no difference. That doesn't increase Ollie's as a manager. It doesn't make his attributes any better. It doesn't improve his skill set. I want Manchester United. We all here want Manchester United to win. That's what it is. That's why you get when United win, you still Ollie out. Yes, because I don't believe he's best for what the club is. And back to Van Gaal and Mourinho, that man had worse squads and win trophies.
Can I just say something? Sorry, can I say something about Jose? And this is gonna get so much hate. First of all, what does Ole have? Like, what are Ole's strengths? No one can tell you. Everyone would say, his man management.
But look at what's going on right now with his man management.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His man management is such a myth. Jose had better man management than Ole. I don't care what people said. He got it wrong with Pogba, but look, he was right about Luke Shaw. He said Luke Shaw was lazy. Look at him now. Ole, how many players is he playing through injury? He played Lingard, who is coming back from COVID. He played McTominay through injured when we had a fit Donny van der Beek on the bench. Look how he's treating Donny. At least what Jose was doing, as he wanted more from Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw didn't show that. Look at Luke Shaw. Jose said this 3 years ago he was lazy. Look how we conceding goals from the left-hand side. Luke Shaw isn't there. When Sancho's on the left wing, Sancho's game is not to take on 2-3 man by himself. That's never been his game. He's there for the intricate passes, the link-up. And guess what? He has the ball. There's two people on him and he has to take them on when there's space behind for Luke Shaw to run behind, but he's just lazy. And Jose said this time ago. But guess what? Luke Shaw had one good season last season. One out of how many he's been at this club. Because 2 years ago,
people want to stand Martial in it. You know what I'm saying? But Luke Shaw's been here a long time. Bro, most expensive.
2 years ago, people wanted Brandon Williams over Luke Shaw. And guess what? One good season and look what they're saying. But then for Martial, they want him gone. Bro, keep the energy the same. Don't piss me off.
We all know why. And you know one thing that pisses me off with a lot of Manchester United fans that say, who do you want next? Are they available? It doesn't matter if they're available. We are Manchester United. We take anyone's gal, even when they're with a man. We go to that man and say, yo, you want to come over here? Yeah, let's do this.
Manchester United, we can do that to pretty much anyone. There's very few teams we can do that to.
It doesn't matter if you're taken or single. It doesn't matter. We go to anyone. Look at Real Madrid when he took Ancelotti. Was it Ancelotti taken? Yeah, what are you saying?
And he just went and snatched him.
Exactly. He left Everton and went straight to Real Madrid. So it doesn't matter whether they're free or not. We get anyone.
We can pretty much snatch. There's very few clubs that we can't do that to. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Liverpool being one, City probably being over because of rivalry. Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, but they're few and far between. Can we go and take Everton's manager? Absolutely, and that's no disrespect to Everton or anybody else. That's just the way it works, pretty much.
Even if we want Nagelsmann, we just have to say, Nagelsmann, we want you over here right now.
We should have took him from Leipzig. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have easily went and got him if needs be. Flick, Ten Hag, like all of these managers were available at different points. Now Zidane out here, you get me, just jobless, just chilling, and go and get him.
People don't understand that. People will leave Man United. Like Romero left AZ Alkmaar with none of his clothes. He told his kids daddy needs to go and do something that will change his clothes, his family's life. He left that place with no clothes, went straight to Manchester, they went to the airport and landed at Manchester United to sign. So people will drop anything, what they're doing. In middle of sex, especially, they will drop it and go straight to Manchester United. You get me? It could be sex with Beyonce, Jay-Z will leave and go. Actually, I wouldn't do that, but You know?
Larger, my guy, Carefree Lewis out here trolling. You can catch me on Shameless FC at 8. He says,
Hey.
give Ollie time, guys. Trust the process. You can have him then, innit? You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Lewis? Let's swap managers in that. We can
always
swap
say no.
managers. Yeah,
Always say no.
Eddie says, Larger, my guy, Eddie says, we got to storm the pitch again and drag him off ourselves at this point. It's got us a couple of transfers. It might have to be in it. It might be on Saeed again to set up another protest or something, because this is getting out of hand. Keenan says, flawless. I haven't watched back-to-back United games since post-lockdown last year. It really hurts because on the 24th, I'll be celebrating 17 years as a United fan, and it's the same stuff every time. I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a part of my job, I would not watch Manchester United. I would have stopped already, because I've stopped in the past and I would have stopped now because I get no enjoyment. The only live streams I don't look forward to are Manchester United watch-alongs. I had more fun watching Leeds play Newcastle when them man played in the Premier League a few weeks back, because it was more entertaining. PSG versus Manchester City, more entertaining. Only Brighton Arsenal in the second half is just a boring game that I've seen. I don't enjoy it no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't win trophies and there's no entertainment. Give me one of the two. Even if we weren't playing well, I mean, even if we weren't winning things, but we're actually playing an attacking way and playing entertaining football, I'd take that, because that's something to build on. But we don't win any trophies and we play awful football. Then I watch Brighton bop Arsenal off the park in the first half on the seaside, and I'm like, they don't have world-class players. Their two best players were missing. No Lamptey, no Basuma, and they bopped. You get me? Arsenal, who was supposed to be chasing top 6. Yeah, man, I don't know where that came from. You know what I'm saying? That's as wild as Ollie in, but we move. Bopped Arsenal off the park. Bopped up without their two best players, and I'm supposed to accept that we need a world-class 6 to play good football. Like, people
but even with us, like, first of all, for this guy Keelan, I feel bad because on the 24th, I think we play Liverpool. So I'm sorry, fella, it's gonna be disappointing. But you see, with Ole, yeah, we played Southampton. They lost their two best players in Ings and Vestergaard. We played Everton. How many injuries did they have? 5 first-team injuries. 5. And what? We needed 6. Even if we didn't start Ronaldo and Pogba, we should slap these guys. Our bench starts for them. Our reserve team starts for them.
Yeah, facts.
It's the manager.
Sorry to
no, mine.
Yeah, you lot keep it clean in the chat with the terminology in it. Keep it clean in the chat. Go on, carry on, Zeno.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's about the squad, if you're gonna blame the players, like you mentioned, look at Brentford, Brighton. They play better football. Football, but do they have a better team than us? No,
but they play better football.
Only 2 or 3 teams have a better. Yeah, only 2 or 3 teams have a better squad than us: City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and you could argue Liverpool because of their squad depth. But then the rest, we should be slapping them surely, but we won't because of this. I'm tired, man. Ole out, man.
Ollie out, and when the service is flawless, put your honors list up against Ollie's. Hey, I got 2 promotions and 2 trophies. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 winners medals, Division 10 and 9. Hella armpits. You know what I'm saying? In that. Hella armpits.
My degree in the UK holds more weight than Ollie's Norwegian title, bro. You get me?
It probably does. It probably does. It probably does. 100%. And kind of devil, this is right here what we was talking about managing and masking deficiencies. The DM talk is bullshit. City won the league without a striker. You know what I'm saying? The team before that, Firmino, Liverpool with Firmino won the league without a striker. The year before that, Liverpool won the Champions League without a striker. So does it help having a 20 to 25 goal a season, man? Absolutely. Absolutely does it help. But can you work without one? Yes. Because we've seen 2 out of the 2 last teams to win the Premier League, both won it without a striker. So that's telling me, you don't necessarily need a striker. So you can probably get away without having a world-class 6. You can have a competent 6 if you have the pieces in and around it to work around it. But it's mad. It's mad. Even Eddie says it here. I still take our 11s over everyone's, because our 11's very good. Our 11's very good. Depends on how you're trying to play, but it is. And I'm putting full respect on Brighton. Like, I rate Graham Potter on what they're doing. What I'm saying is, you don't need world-class ballers to play good football. Brentford don't have any world-class ballers to me and play good football. Brentford the same. Just to play attacking football, never even mind good football. I'm just asking to attack. You can have 11 of the worst players in the world and have an attacking mentality. The same way you can have 11 of the best players in the world and have, like us, a defensive mentality. That comes from the manager and how you set up. Any formation can be attacking or defensive, depending on the mentality and the personnel and how you use it and how you play it. Like, people see 3 at the back and instantly think defensive. It's like, no, 3 at the back can be very attacking. Instantly, some people instantly see 4-4-2 and think, yeah, attacking formation. Burnley play 4-4-2. No one's talking about Burnley playing attacking football. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's criticizing them wanting to get relegated. So it's all about how you play it. There we go. Worldwide, Red says, you know who starts for Everton, Donny. You know who doesn't, McPassion. Facts. Facts. That's a fact. Like, you are not lying. He's on their bench.
I still can't believe our manager says that what he likes about McFred is just passion and desire. Nothing to do with football. Nothing to do with being good on the ball or like good range passes and etc. Just passion and desire, you know. Is that really what you look at when it comes to midfielders and football players? Who's got the most passion? Listen, you need to have passion in general to get into Manchester United. And, you know, and desire, you know, you need to have that hard work. That's already a default. So that shouldn't be what you base things on. It's about the footballing skills and footballing level that you should be basing your opinions on. Our manager right now is just, it makes us a laughing stock all the time. You know, I can't take even all his press conferences and his post-match interviews. I don't watch it.
Go on, Zeno.
Yeah, with this, like how he's saying, how he's using passion and desire as like one of their strengths. Like Roy Keane, he was asked in an interview. He was like, "What do you feel? What's your thoughts on people saying that you worked hard for the team and you covered every blade of grass?" He says, "What you expect me to do? Not cover every blade of grass?" Like, he gets angry when people says he works hard for the team and he runs around covering every blade of grass, because that's the bare minimum. You can't say, "Oh, he has passion as desire as his strength."
Yeah, because
that just shows that. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Yeah. I was just gonna add on to that. I was going to say, that just shows he has nothing. They have nothing to the game.
Yeah, exactly that. And the reason why I was going to jump on that, what you're saying there as well, is because you can be a passion merchant, but also have other things to your game. Like Keane had the passion and desire. Keane could play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Roy Keane, my favorite Manchester United captain of all time. Keane could play people. Like, people don't realize because they see him in his latter years. He used to be an attacking midfielder. When United signed him, he was an attacking midfielder. Younger people might not know this. Getting forward. Go watch him at Forest. His first Manchester derby, when we were 2-0 down at halftime, and United came back 3-2, he scored the winning goal. He used to break into the box. So he could play. Was he a technically absolute savvy baller? No, but Keane could play. Like, even when they did they do the one-on-one things on Sky, and it's like, it's the sit-downs. And it was Thierry Henry and Gary Neville, and they're talking about the United Arsenal and that whole rivalry. And even Thierry Henry said, he talked about Keane's strengths and his power and his passion and his desire, but he's like, these men could play. You don't captain Manchester United for that long of period without being able to play football. Yes, that's what people remember is him and Vieira, but he could play. Like, let's not get it mistaken. Like, was he switching the ball 50, 60 yards? No, but his short passing was exceptional. His short passing was exceptional. His performance, his ability to raise the level of the players around him, that's a skill in itself. That is very, very tough to do, to be that big of an influence where you're doing that. And like you said, he gets mad at that. Like, is that not what I'm supposed to do? Type of thing. I think he's one of the greatest Premier League captains to me of all time. And Ethan says,
and
here, go on, fam.
I was going to say, look at the players around Roy Keane, about what you're saying about him lifting people around him. Do you think McTominay can tell Pogba, yo, step up, or Ronaldo? Bro, they'll look at him and be like, who's this guy, man? Like, you should be shining my shoes. Like, he should wake up every morning and thank God he's on the same field as Ronaldo and Pogba, because he shouldn't be there. That's not his level.
Absolutely not. Definitely not his level. And Ethan says here, Liverpool didn't have a striker, but Salah is consistently 30 goals a season. We have players not to score 30 goals a season, but we have players who can get... There's enough goals in this side to be successful. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Even if you take out take out our strikers, so take out Greenwood, don't play up top. Take out Ronaldo, Cavani. So let's take out those two, for instance. Manchester United still have enough creativity and enough goals to compete for trophies and win trophies. Absolutely. If you can't win trophies with Rashford, Martial, because most people don't rate him, Greenwood, we'll throw Pogba in the mix as well. Just those four alone, never mind Diallo, Donny van der Beek, Bruno. You shouldn't be managing. You shouldn't be. We have more than enough. To me, we have the best attacking options in the league. We have the best attacking in terms of strikers, wide players, and tens. I don't think anybody touches us in terms of depth, I should say. Look at our backup three. Our front three could be, for instance, Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo. Our backup three could be Pogba, Cavani, Rashford. Who's got a better backup three than the one I just named? Pogba, Cavani, Rashford. Whose backup three is better than that? And then even off of that, not much. You can add Juan Mata into the mix. You can add Diallo into the mix. You can add Martial into the mix. Whose second backup is better than that? This is what I'm talking about. And I rate City's attackers very highly. We know Liverpool squad's thin. Chelsea fans have been talking about their poor attackers apart from Lukaku for the longest. So it's like, how much more do you need? And you added to that. Like I said, you added Sancho and Ronaldo. You added probably the best goal scorer in world football currently in terms of just scoring goals in Cristiano Ronaldo. And added one of the hottest properties in Jadon Sancho. Like
Sancho's created the most chances. Like for the last 3 seasons, he was top 5 in creating the most chances.
Yep.
They have goals.
Exactly. Yep.
And
Foreman
look
says,
at that. He's making Sancho look bang average. You know, I really feared that when Sancho and Ronaldo was coming. I said, I didn't want these guys to come because I know that these guys this management's gonna make them look dead. And then you're gonna have little 5-year-old kids go on MUTV and say that Sancho's dead. I saw it coming. But I'll tell Manchester United fans right now, be patient with Jadon Sancho. He just needs to grasp the Premier League in terms of the tempo and the rhythm, and then he'll get going. Or somehow find a system that actually works with Sancho with him. But
with Sancho, every game he's got better and he's doing better. But people just want to see the stats. Like all these trolls on Twitter, they just want to see the GA from Sancho. But he's been getting better every single game. He just needs to get on the same wavelength with the players, or certain players just need to step up and get on his wavelength. That's what it is with Sancho.
Yeah, and also what he's figuring out as well is OLE tax. That's the heftiest thing. That's what he's been hit by. He's come over to this country and been whacked by it and like, yo, this is hefty. You know what I'm saying? Like he's looking at his check thinking, yeah, I'm coming to Manchester United, man. My check gonna be big. And boom, 90% of it's gone. OLE tax is hefty. It might be 95% at this point. That's why the way Jadon Sancho looks, I'm not overly critical of him because I know what OLE tax is. And I've seen all of our star players have had it. All of our star players have been hit by it. This is why there's such a divide. This is why there's talking points on Bruno. He's made Pogba look bad. He's made Bruno look bad. Rashford, Cristiano Ronaldo currently. Jadon Sancho's going through. All of our players, Donny. Look how we talk about Donny. Look at that. And Donny's not even... That's how hefty OLE tax is. Donny ain't even playing and he's being criticized. That's how hefty it is. How do you not playing and you are being criticized? Make that make sense. I'm hearing people say, oh, Donny's not good enough. What? How is he not good enough when we have it? That's how hefty OLE tax is. Foreman says, Flawley, now the time has passed. Top Reds have stopped comparing OLE to Sir Alex, and now they're comparing him to Busby because he took longer to win. They're going to make excuses forever. I say this all the time, innit? Find you, to all the ManDem in the chat, find you a woman who defends you the same way these OLE-inners defend OLE, and you'll be great in life. Because these men will defend him till the bitter end. To the end. Like, they are willing to die on this hill. All passion and desire and hard yards on this hill. And die on this hill. Legit. It's absolutely ridiculous at this point. Comparing him to Matt Busby. Like, do these people realize what Matt Busby did? And I love the Sir Alex clip of him talking to Khabib as well. And he was criticizing thoughts on that Ivorian, actually. Let's go into that if you've seen the clip. Have you seen it? Where Fergie's
I just saw pictures, but I don't know exactly what was exchanged.
Just wait, before you go, Zeno. Someone put the quotes in the comments, but go on, Zeno.
Well, Fergie was just speaking to Khabib, and I'm pretty sure it goes along the lines of him saying, did you see Ronaldo didn't play? And Khabib was like, yeah, he came on as a sub. Then Fergie's like, you should always start your best players.
Wow.
And yeah, that's what he said. Fergie.
Common sense. But it's Fergie a fake fan? You know what I'm saying? Is he doing it for clout when he's criticizing the team and the manager? You know what I'm saying? All the things we get. It's like, that's what it is. Like, all the things we get. And Ethan says, I appreciate you always bringing up my comments, Flawless. We'll try to become a member soon. Yeah, man, it's blessed. I will get to all the comments I can, people. But obviously, us three are here and everyone's getting their opinions off. Link for the membership is underneath in the description. So if you want to become a member of the channel and support further, link is underneath in the description. But if you want to support for absolutely free, hit the like button on the video, people. Vitally important you do that. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And someone said it before. I didn't get to the comments, so I can't remember who it was about. What was it? That was it, about Scholes and Neville backing their brethren in the media because they're brethren. I kind of get that.
They're not good friends. They're not good friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're my brethren and I love you to death, I'm just gonna tell you behind closed doors and tell you you're a big man. Listen, this ain't for you, fam. Just quit while you're here, because you're hurting us as well. You're hurting me. I'm out here saying that you're good in X, Y, and Z, but you're out here just doing me dirty, making me look stupid. They're not good friends. And honestly speaking, even when you're in the public eye, you kind of need to be a bit honest as well. Don't sugarcoat. Real friends, don't sugarcoat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he's your bedroom. You know, he didn't invite you to his child's what's it called, christening. He didn't do that. So why are you backing Batman? You was in England. There's no way you flew to Norway to go to his child's christening. You're not the godfather of his child. Same as Scholes as well. And Roy Keane don't. Roy Keane is real with it because at the end of the day, he is who he is.
Roy Keane,
Stop it. I urge these veterans, just be real with him. Tell him behind closed door, listen, leave. If you love this club, leave.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like, you can't. That's it. That's it. If you really love me and we really brethrens, then yeah, you gotta tell me I'm doing wrong. If Zeno sees me messing up, me and Zeno are brethren, Zeno gonna tell me, and vice versa. Same with you, Ivorian. Like, that's what brethrens are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
You can't be that brethren that tells your brethren, your mixtape is fire, fam. You can't be that brethren, bro. When it's not,
just be a yes.
you have to be honest, bro. You have to be honest.
like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying, I've been in the studio before, and Tox will be like, "Yo, that verse you can do better than that. Like, re-record that." Like, he'll say that to me. It's like, "Nah, you can do a better take," and vice versa. I've said that to him. Same with Scorps as well. Like, that makes sense. Like, that's what you're supposed to do as brethren, because you want the best possible. You want the best possible track in that scenario. What does Fergie know? Typical plastic. You should go support City. Yeah, really, you should do that, innit? That's what it is, because he's criticizing the manager. Yeah, that's what it is.
No, Fergie knows best. A lot of people say Fergie knows best. Come on, man. This is a legendary states manager. You can't talk like that towards Fergie.
Yeah. See, Jeffrey says it here. I'm telling you behind closed doors that I can't lie on TV no more. Like, literally, yes. It gets to that point where, like, yo, I still love you. We still brethren and everything. We still done with this job. You are not good at this. So I'm not gonna go absolutely ham on TV, but I'm gonna say some stuff you probably don't like. Yeah, and if you fall out because of that, do better. That's what I'd say. Dude, shut me up. Win games, create a style, win some trophies. Then I shut up. Then you can wave the medal in my face and mock me with it and say, "See, you thought I was bad." Winning trophies shuts down this whole conversation. Ollie in, Ollie out becomes dead if he wins trophies. Dead. Absolutely, there's no leg to stand on if he competes or wins the Premier League or competes or wins the Champions League. But when you're losing in Europa League finals, what leg do you have to stand on? What leg do you have to stand on? That's it. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. But you know what? Actually, let me pull up the fixtures. We'll get from you, Ivorian. Let me pull up this tough run of fixtures, and we'll see how many games you actually think. We'll go through the points as well, because what me and Dino are gonna do during this period, people, is during from Leicester all the way to Arsenal, the Premier League games, we're gonna ask you lot to predict the results. Whoever gets it right, I'll give away a Sarcasm City t-shirt, and Zeno's gonna give away a replica Manchester United shirt. Am I correct in saying that, Zeno?
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, if you're not a United fan, then
you just get a replica football shirt. We'll put it out. So we're going from the next game, so which is Leicester away, all the way up until Arsenal at home. So from the 16th of October to the 30th of November. So you got Leicester away, Liverpool at home, Spurs away, City at home, Watford away, Chelsea away, Arsenal at home. All right, so we'll start with you. I'm going to ask you, Ivorian, about these fixtures. Win, lose, or draw. Leicester away.
I think we're going to win that one.
So you got Leicester away, you got a win, so that's 3 points. Hey, Zeno, keep let me write it down. Yeah, keep a points tally on this with for Ivorian and that. Okay, Liverpool at home,
lose.
All right, Spurs away,
we'll get a point, a draw.
Okay,
1.
City at,
all right.
City at home.
Oh, definitely, we losing that match. That's not up for discussion. I don't even know why you asked me that question.
I had to. I knew what you was gonna say, but I had to for the show purposes. Watford away.
You know what? We're gonna drop points for some reason. I just feel it. Draw.
Mm-hmm. Draw.
Draw. All right, draw. Chelsea away.
Oh, straight up loss at Stamford Bridge. When have we ever really done well, except for that time Harry Maguire scored that winning goal? It's straight loss, man. And I've only predicted about about 4 points, 4 or 5 points out of what possible 12.
Yeah,
is that good?
Yeah. So you got Chelsea, all right, and then Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
Arsenal at home. Guess what? We haven't beaten Arsenal. We might just end up just drawing, just to shame ourselves, and then get ready for those shameless Arsenal fans to get at us saying, "Yo, guy, Ollie has not beaten Arteta for God knows how long now." But I don't see good results. I did say to Zeno early on, when Ollie's back is up against the wall, this is when his juju turns up and everything. But I feel like this time might be different, man. It might be different.
Do you know what that is? That's
Oh wait, before you continue, so how many points did you get?
21. 6 from 21.
Yeah. Oh shit! I even said 6 from 12. 6 from 21.
21.
Yeah, that sounds like Manchester United right now. Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold up, because how many games is it? How many is it? 7 games? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7 games. So you picked 6 points from 20. Mad. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, in the chat, let us know, people. Let us know. We want your predictions of those 7 games in it. Win, lose, or draw. You don't have to score prediction. Me and Zeno, I'll get some paper as well. I'm gonna write it down. We've got Ivorians and that. Zeno, we're gonna run through yours then. We're gonna run through yours, Zeno, while everyone puts theirs in the chat. We're gonna run through yours. So Ivorian saying 6. All right, Leicester away.
Win.
Okay, Liverpool at home.
Draw. I don't know why I'm being positive.
Spurs away.
Win, draw. Spurs will
away.
beat them. Spurs will beat them.
All right, Spurs away. You gotta win. City at home.
Win.
Watford away.
Watford away. Win. I'm regretting this.
Man, don't say this.
You know what, yeah? Do you know what? Yeah, Chelsea is the one game I think will lose because we just won't be able to break them down. So Chelsea away lose.
Yeah. Chelsea away lose. All right. Where else we at? Arsenal at home.
As much as I hate saying this, I think we'll lose.
All right, so you reckon we'll lose
Because
to Arsenal?
Arsenal's just a bogey team. Ole hasn't beaten Arteta. And it just stinks of what happened last season where we just lost 1-0, a 1-0 penalty type of thing. So I just think it just stinks of this type of result. Obviously, I hope we don't lose to Arsenal because I hate their fans and I hate that club. But yeah, so let me count that. That's what, 3?
That's 13 points so far.
You saying 13?
Jeez, yeah, that's 13 of 20.
You know, you change every week. You need to stick to one. We don't need the optimism.
He really doesn't want Ole to get sacked. He doesn't want Ole to get sacked. That looks like good results to me. He will still be here.
You know what it is? How I'm looking at it is the one-off games in the derby. Like, look at us last season. City won a 21 winning streak, and we beat them. We performed better at their place. We had an injured Martial. We had no Pogba. I don't know if Rashford played. Rashford played, but our team was weak, and we beat them. We beat them as well the previous season at Old Trafford when McTominay scored from the halfway line.
Because we performed better at their place.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. Oh, it was a draw, but no, I do get that. I just think on a derby, form does go out the window at the end of the day. We know Ole attacks, and you know what? I'm definitely going to be disappointed. I'm not confident, but we'll see.
Yeah, Lazarus Time to Shine, who's also a member, he says, big up, become members, people. Yes, Paul is saying Leicester win, Liverpool lost, Tottenham draw, City lost, Watford win, Chelsea lost, Arsenal lost. Let me write this.
Flawless, do you want me to write down yours then? Do you want to go through yours?
Yeah, go on then. Run through mine then, innit? All right, so
Leicester.
I'm not confident about this. Draw.
Okay, draw. Who's next?
After Leicester, it is Liverpool at home. Loss. Maybe
loss. Okay. Yeah. So
Spurs.
Spurs.
Go on. Spurs away.
Spurs.
Win. I think we beat Spurs.
Okay.
City at home.
The fixture? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got the fixture. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, City at home. Loss. Maybe in City.
Loss.
I've watched City this season. I just seen them move to Liverpool at Anfield. They moved to PSG at the Parc des Princes. They moved to Chelsea at the Bridge. We ain't got a prayer in that. We ain't got a prayer against them. Next game, Watford away. Going to Vicarage Road's always tough. And I think that's because that's the fixture where most the manager, the players, social media, the fans, pundits are all saying we win that, we don't. Draw.
Okay.
Chelsea away loss. Opening showcase Johnson. Arsenal at home, draw. How many points is that?
I think that's 6 as well, isn't it? Yeah, 6.
6 points from 21. 6. And even the Spurs one is a bit.
Yeah.
The Arsenal one's not convinced. I'm not convinced about that draw. And we could easily get turned over by Leicester as well. Could easily get turned over by Leicester. Let me find a pen 1 sec to get everyone's. So Paul's wrote his. And please write it like this, people. You see how Paul's wrote it? Please write it like that in the chat, people. We don't need your points total. We just need it like that. If you don't put it like that, then we're not going to do it. And make sure you follow in on, if you're on Twitter, make sure you at Sarcasm. Actually, we'll figure that out on Thursday. But yeah, please make sure you write it like Paul has. So we're not just seeing W's and L's and D's and stuff like that. So I said 6. Ivorian said 6. Yeah. Zeno, you said what? How many did you say? You said like 15 or something.
No,
he said 13 out of 21.
13.
He was hella optimistic.
Let me find a pen. 1 sec. I need to find a pen.
The funny thing is that I picked. My pick was based on my away team, the away matches. You notice I didn't pick a loss because we were gonna be undefeated again. Away, I honestly believe that.
This away record, it pisses me off so much because Man City have won more points away from home than we have because most of ours are draws. What would you rather have, this away record that means nothing or getting more points? Well, obviously we're going to take the points. Who cares if we're unbeaten?
Points.
Even Pogba and De Gea says it. Who cares if we're unbeaten? Where are the trophies?
We've got nothing to show for, man.
Where the trophies?
Where exactly? Where are the trophies?
Hella unbeaten. Like, yeah, where the goddamn trophies? Like, I don't care about nothing else. That ain't even working. Ridiculous. It's like, who cares about all the extra stuff? You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, it's not the hella records like we DJs and that. Win some trophies. I'm saying all these numbers and stats and GNA and all this crap. You know what I'm saying? Win some trophies. Win more games. Entertain us more. Football's supposed to be entertainment on top of that as well. And we ain't winning, or are we being entertained? Like
that's the worst. That's the worst thing. Like, do you know what? I'd take us winning the Premier League if we won 1-0 scrappy games and we look dead. I don't care. I'll take the Premier League.
I just want to be entertained. I'm tired of drinking during Manchester United matches just to enjoy it, just to level it up, just to make it look a bit more exciting. I have to get waved just to enjoy it, you know. One day I just want to stick my feet up and just watch Manchester United 90 minutes and enjoy it. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's what it is. I want to actually look forward to watch-alongs. Yes, I'm literally just writing these down now, people. So if you don't write them like this, then I'm not writing them down because this makes it much easier to do. See,
but yes, guys. So how long do you think OLE has?
Go on, Zeno. How long do you think OLE has?
I have a weird feeling that he might do well on this run because of what history suggests with Ole when his back's against the wall. We said it before we started, didn't we? But Champions League we haven't played Atlanta, who are the best team in the group. We look so poor against the two. We lost to Young Boys, the worst team, the team we should be pamming comfortably with our B team. Villarreal, we struggled. Atalanta, I'm not even confident. Do you know what? I think we come out of the Champions League. I think we're back in the Europa League.
Woo! You done a big U-turn. All right, talk about that. Wow. Why do you don't think we get out of the group?
Because I'm just deeping at our performances against Young Boys, bro. That's our main team. Don't complain about the Wan-Bissaka red card because there's ways to manage it and we don't have a manager. Then you look at Villarreal. We struggled. Yes, we had possession, but that's because they sit back. And they still had more big chances, and our man of the match was our keeper. A team that is known for parking the bus, our man of the match was our keeper. What does that tell you?
Yep, it was.
So I think when we get this way, I think Ole gets out. When we get knocked out of the Champions League, I know you guys are going to say about top 4, but do you think Ronaldo is going to even play a game in Europa League? He probably retires. Or I think
he just gets mad and scores like 6 goals a game in the Europa League, and he just takes out his frustration and his anger on them teams in the Europa League. And that
he's the type to not even play. He'd hang up his boots on the Thursday nights and he'd say, "You man, go do your thing. Call me in the final if you get there."
And Mimi says it here. She says, saying all these United fans confident they'll beat us, like Watford didn't get their first home win against them when we were rock bottom. Like, this is why I don't trust. I know what this manager's like, and even Eddie's saying it here. Eddie will have you back on to get yours or write yours. He says, throw mine in the trash. We ain't getting no dubs, only draws. Like I said, even the one win that I picked, which was Spurs, that's more on how bad Spurs are. That is not a level of us. But what's your thoughts, Ivorian? Do you reckon we get out of the group stages? I'm gonna continue to write these down as well. Yeah. You reckon we get out of the group stage? Talk about it.
Shit, that is very tough, man, because I can see us flopping at Atlanta away from home. Probably try to get a cheeky result at home. and then struggling against Young Boy at home, but definitely will get the win against Young Boy. Villarreal is going to be an interesting match. That's where it really is going to tell
because it's away.
Because we're away. And you
know what? It's in. We didn't even include it in this tough run. This is the tough run, and it's in.
I don't think we'll probably make it through.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Villarreal, Atlanta, back to back is in this run of games. We didn't even mention it. This is we're saying 1-0.
Talk about it.
It's there.
Talk about
it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could go all left. It could go all left.
And if we again get knocked out the Champions League in a group stage for a second time running, and you're out here gonna start acting like you're Stevie Wonder and you're gonna be blind to the whole situation again. I know these fans. Some of the only fans will act like they never saw it and be like, no, we should still stick with our manager. Back this, back that. I can't back shit, man. I can't back someone that is a failure and gets knocked out twice in the Champions League. He has to get sacked if he gets knocked out. That is the end of everything. Because our standards need to be high like that, especially with the board members. They need to know that there's levels to this shit. If you get knocked out of the Champions League and group stage and don't even make it to Europa League and get knocked out entirely out of Europe, you gotta go. Even the fact that we went to, if we end up in Europa League, you still gotta go. You still gotta go. But you still gotta go right now, even based on the football you play.
You're right. He should have went yesterday. That's what it is. I'm just seeing here now, and people are not confident going into this run. I know it's not all United fans as well, but it's like, people. I'm just seeing hella L's in there.
Big up, Lewis, man. I'm gonna be 20 quid shorter after we play Chelsea.
Right, what's this? What did you and Lewis bet on?
Made a bet. I said United would beat Chelsea. Yeah. But you know what?
Chelsea
It could happen.
What? We played him at chess? Is it? What is it?
You know what?
Water polo?
You know what?
Volleyball?
You know what, Flawless? You could save me. Loophole. I didn't say specific, so it could be FIFA. Yeah. Lewis beat me on FIFA, then you get your 20 quid.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm OTG. He says he feels for me because I predicted semi-final. Exactly, like our season predictions. I think that's more expectation, more than prediction. Because you look at the team we had on paper again. This is why I said we could challenge for the Premier League, because we're looking at our team on paper. So that's what I thought. But Ivorian, what was your league prediction or expectation before we started, and have they changed now, or how have they?
I was thinking we'll probably end up finishing third again, because I feel like the other teams will just step up and just start showing their class. Look at Liverpool. I expected Liverpool to step up from what they've done last season and really start showing their class, since now they have Van Dijk back and a couple of new additions.
Yeah, 100%.
So I honestly expect us to finish third. But now you're looking at Chelsea.
What about Champions League? Like, where did you think we were going to go?
I thought we could make it to the next round and just get knocked out in the last 16. Second round, straight up. I don't see us going far in the Champions League. With Champions League, you need to have tactics. You need to have a standard, a level playing, a way of playing. And the way we play in Europe isn't as good as the way we play in the Champions. I mean, in the Premier League. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. So I honestly thought that we would have knocked out by a shit team in the second round.
Yeah,
well, I can see that happening. Yeah, I can see that happening. Joseph here says, if we drop to Europa, Ronaldo putting in a transfer request. That's when the civil war starts. 100%. That's where the civil war starts. If that happens, that's where you're gonna hear dressing room bust ups, because Ronaldo's not taking that. He's pissed out a 1-1 draw at Everton. Imagine.
Look at the players you're putting in Europa League. Varane, what's his nickname? Champions League Varane.
Told you, Ollie Tax turned him into Europa League Varane. That's what that's what Ollie Tax is doing.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Paul Pogba, Jadon Sancho. I feel bad for Pogba. He's had to live how many times in the Europa League? 3 now. Yep. He came here to win the Premier League, win the Champions League.
Yep.
3 times he's played in the 3 seasons in the Europa League.
Yep.
Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood. This guy's a generational talent. Look at how he's starting his career. Look at players like Foden, Haaland, and Mbappe. Look where they're playing week in, week out.
Well, and Eddie's saying, go on, fam.
Yeah, no, we can continue, because I was just gonna go on.
Yeah, because I was gonna get to this, because Eddie was saying, he said here, Atalanta lost a draw, Villarreal draw, Young Boys draw, plus Paul Pogba and Ronaldo leaving the summer is leading towards that for me. Woo! That happens, that's kind of peak still. That is large up Drizzy. That's for the super chat as well. He says, you guys forget we play Villarreal on the final match day and we don't handle pressure very well. We couldn't handle it last season. We'll go to you, Ivorian. Say we need a win or a draw against Villarreal. Away.
And it's
away in Villarreal.
Away.
Are you confident going into that game?
I'm not confident I'm going into any game. First of all, let's be real. I've never been confident. I'm not confident going Villarreal away because I feel like we will lose, especially if we only need a point just to qualify. And I've seen Oli only needed a point to qualify to the next round last season.
I stand corrected. Sorry to cut you off. Young Boys is the last game. So Villarreal is the 5th game. I'm just looking at it here. Villarreal away is the 5th game. Young Boys at home, which might be worse.
Same
might
scenario.
Be worse than going away.
Flores, same scenario. Even if we needed a point against Villarreal and Young Boys, I saw it last season. We just needed a point last season just to go through, and he failed to do that on 2 occasions. And especially the fact that we're going to play against lower opposition sides where everything is going to be on us and we're going to be in favor to win the match. That's where we're going to fail because the pressure. Oli doesn't know how to handle this pressure. Oli can't see out a match when we really need it, and I've noticed this. Whenever we need this win, whenever we're about to do something great, we have fun.
Yes, we do.
The biggest example was Leipzig and PSG. What we needed, was it 1 draw from 2 games?
Yeah, one draw from 2. One from 2. Yeah.
From 2 games. PSG, we also afraid getting that red card. He got lucky. No, he got the yellow card. Then he got lucky because he made an erratic challenge where he should have been sent off. And guess what? He still stayed on the field. Then he got a red card.
And that's what you do. And then, again, sorry to cut you off there. What managers do. Milner made a bad tackle away against City. Should have been sent off. What did Klopp immediately do as soon as Milner got away with it? Took him right off the pitch. Against Barcelona, a similar player to Fred in Adricio, who plays holding midfielder, very tenacious, was on a booking. You know what I'm saying? You know what Poch did against Barcelona? Took him off at halftime and he won the game 4-1. That's what managers do. They react to things. Why can you know? How can I be playing FM and see, yo, my right back's on a yellow card and they're going at him? Let me just drag him off just in case. Or he might make a foul and he doesn't get booked. That makes sense. Z-Gold, I write down your predictions. Don't worry. Wait, did I? Let me check. I wrote it down. I'll have a look, Z. Or write it again.
We're better managers on Football Manager than Oli. Oli's 3-star Football Manager. I told you that last time, innit? 3-star out of 5. He's shit. So come on.
This is ridiculous. It is. Well, Z, write yours in the chat again. Write yours in the chat again. Go on there, Zeno. Go on.
No, and then just with him managing the games when there's pressure, Leipzig, we needed a draw again. And how do you set up 5 at the back? What does that do? Invite pressure. It wasn't an attacking 5 at the back because you have Wan-Bissaka there. You know, I think who did he go with in the midfield?
He didn't start. He had about 7 defensive-minded players against.
Oh yes, I think he played McTominay, Matic. Yeah,
7 defensive, 3 at the back, 7 defensive-minded players. Only about 3 or 4 offensive-minded players, and we still concede goals. It's the same situation now. Why do we have Varane and we still play McFred and we still haven't kept it we've only kept 1 clean sheet? Can somebody ask me this? Because he initially plays these 2 McFreds to protect Lindelof and Maguire last season because of lack of pace. We have Varane and we're still conceding goals, but everyone wants to ignore this. Yep. Everyone really wants to ignore that.
And that's his team.
Why are we conceding goals?
That's his team. That's his team, facts. And what I want to do is, people, so I don't have to do this during the show. When we're ending the show, you can still write in the comments. Everyone just leave their predictions afterwards for this running. So from Leicester all the way up until Arsenal, Premier League games only, do at the end of the show, and then I'll be able to write them all down so I don't have to do it during the show and it doesn't get lost in the mix. But all right, this last one down for Pyramid Scheme.
DM you.
No, just write them on here. Just write them on here. It's calm. You know what I'm saying? It's easier that way so I don't have to go through all DMs. They just be here on the screen and I can just look at them. So that's not a problem. So do it after the show, people. We didn't really plan this too well, but here we are in it. We're here freestyling it. But you know what we did? Found a solution, people. You know what I'm saying? Proactive. That's what we did.
That's what we want.
Solution.
That's what we want at Old Trafford.
Yes.
Proactive ManDem.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what we literally. For.
And like the video and drop a sub, like Ahmed says. Zeno says the whole city of Villarreal about to be nuts and flawless. I got us losing away at Atalanta and drawing with them at home. That could happen. That could happen. I ain't even confident that we get out of the group. I'm not confident. Well, like Ivorian said, I'm not confident in general going into any game anyway. Like legit, I'm not. And you make a great point about Varane, and that's been swept under the rug. How have you signed Rafael Varane and we look worse defensively? Make that make sense. These are now your 2 centre-backs. Yes, Maguire's been injured the past couple of games, but before that, it wasn't good. They're your 2 signings. Wan-Bissaka is your signing. This is now your defence. That's 3 of the back 4 is now your defense. When Tellez plays, Tellez you signed. Henderson, he hasn't been in net this season, but that's your goalkeeper. Your 8s and 10s, Adoni and Bruno, you signed these 2 men. You signed the wide players in Sancho and Diallo, Palestri. You signed these men. You signed Cristiano Ronaldo. You signed Cavani. This is now your team. This is now your squad.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse for you anymore. We should start. We should be able to see something, and we can't see nothing. How come other managers can go in and you can see a difference in less than 24 hours? I seen that with when Tuchel took over Chelsea from Lampard. Seen it first game. First game I seen that. Because I watched them play against Arsenal, and when Lampard was in charge and they got beat, then I watched them play against Wolves like 3-4 days later. And I could see the difference already. Yes, they drew the game, but I could see Tuchel's idea. I could see that wasn't a Lampard team. I don't know what Ollie's style is. I don't know what he's attempting to do. I don't see a clear-cut plan. Clear-cut, absolutely, I don't. It's awful. Absolutely awful, but is what it is. Zeno, your thoughts on it? The fact that Varane's come in and we don't look defensively better and we're not keeping clean sheets.
Not surprised, because you did warn us, because when we done the predictions and expectations, we were saying, oh, we need a DM to challenge, we need a DM to challenge. And you said, even if we get a DM, we will not challenge. That's what you said. And you were right, because, again, OLE tax. And I wanted it to believe that it wasn't that hefty, because I wanted to see our team win.
Yeah.
Look at the team we have on paper. If you're looking players like Pogba, Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane, and they're not going to win anything this season, that's such a big upset in the football world. Like, look at the team we have. They're not going to win a trophy together. As a neutral fan, you should be disappointed.
Absolutely.
Can you
Absolutely.
imagine having all those ingredients, and you still can't do anything? It reminds me of that kid that, back in school, there always be that rich kid that has all the top shit, everything that he has in life, because he's the only kid. You have the gold PlayStation, you'll have the gold pad, you'll have the ultimate FIFA 2022 signed gold and everything. But when you go to his house and you think he's sick because he's got a gaming chair and everything, you find out that he's shit at FIFA. That is only right there. He's that kid. You have all the ingredients to be the best chef in the world, but you just make
you can't cook.
Cooking stinkers. You can't.
Yeah,
cook.
you can't cook.
I just don't understand.
Simple as that. You can have all the best. To add on to your knowledge, you can have all the best ingredients, the best cooker. You know what I'm saying?
Best
all the
oven,
best oven, best equipment,
everything.
But you can't. The meals still suck, regardless. The meals suck. You know what I'm saying? The meals suck, regardless. Doesn't matter what you give this man. You know what I'm saying? They suck. Sorry to cut you up, but I just like the analogy that much. And that's pretty much what it is. That's what it is. And when it's Surfy, you're right. We're gonna win Division 8 real soon. Our pro clubs with Adi gonna flawless. Hey man, free seasons, free promotions. That's what we're aiming for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From
What
10
about
to
the
7
W's up in here? What about championships up in here?
Yeah,
bro?
man.
What about
That's what,
medals?
man. We just didn't get
Titles.
promoted. We actually won 2 titles as well. You know what I'm saying? With 2 players who were playing against us a couple of those seasons, but we won't mention any names. Nahom says, flawless, is it just me? Ollie is such a hypocrite. He says that he always makes decisions that are best for the club, but right now he's making decisions to save his job. You are absolutely right. He plays it safe. This is why he goes back to McFred, because that's him playing it safe, 2 holding midfielders, but we're still... Why do you need 2 holding midfielders for Varane and Maguire, which are your 2 centre-backs? Wan-Bissaka is your full-back. It's now 3 of your back 4.
How can you be playing it safe like that? I say he's the type of guy that will wear a condom while wanking. Like, how are you going to play safe like that, bro? I don't know. Honestly speaking. This guy. No, this guy loves playing it safe.
God.
I don't understand. Just go in there raw, man. Just do it raw.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jeez.
I can't take it.
Jeez.
This is the life we live as Manchester United fans. Just take risk. Just take risk in life, you know.
Oh my God. Nah, I'm good.
Oh my God. That's not me.
Nah, Ballon d'Or shouts for that one, man.
Oh,
Big.
Oh.
No, I can't. I just can't with this manager, man. He's safety nest, bro. at me.
God. He really does, yo. I fucking really
Nah, I bring the spice. You know.
Oh
That's the reason
my
why I
God,
call
you
that
living up to the
spice.
name, yo. I don't even know how to respond to that. Oh my, yeah, you man are whiling, yo. Oh, bro, it is. Eddie says that joke hit me like he jumped off the top of the steel cage and that. Oh my God, yo. Oh, that is wild.
Bruv.
Yeah, on that note. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Z Gold says, if we had choice to take Mourinho back now, would you take him? No, because Mourinho's not the answer, and he's still not the answer. So no, I wouldn't take Mourinho back. Not at all. I wouldn't take Mourinho back. Nah, I wouldn't. Forget all that. I wouldn't. Big up to Ryan in the cut as well. And Cool says it here. Xavi once said, I'd rather you take the risk and fail than not do anything at all. Yeah, man. Sometimes you have to. So you might lose, but run it. Attack. Sometimes take off the holding midfielder and put on a striker. Sometimes go for it. I think we'd all respect that more. If it's like, all right, we lost that game 4-3, but we went for it. I'd like to see us do the gung-ho thing anyway. I'd like to see us do that regardless, simply because we have the attacking players to do it. If we get into a you have a shot, we have a shot type of mentality and games against teams, we beat most teams. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, absolutely not. Pretty much everyone else, yes. If we're playing Leicester away and we just go there and be like, right, you have a shot, we have a shot. I fancy us to win because of the attacking quality we have. Because we ain't going to win the league title anyway. So we might as well go for it. Away to City, that'd be suicide. I'm not saying do that in the Champions League against Bayern Munich or against PSG or even in the group stages against a Villarreal or Atalanta. Be a little bit more measured. But in terms of the Premier League, why not? Utilize what we have. No one ain't trying to see that in an attacking lineup.
Because the thing is, we're not winning, like we're not playing bad and winning trophies, and we're not playing good and losing. We're not playing good football, risking it, and not getting the results. We're playing shit, and we're not getting the results as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
that's the main thing. We're playing horrible, not getting results, and you expect us to trade this. I was used to the finer things in life. I used to shop in Harrods, Selfridges, and now we are shopping up in Primark these days, guys, man. Yeah,
man, it's worse than Primark, man. It's worse than Primark, man. We shopping in the bins, fam. That's where we at, man. We in the bins, man. That's where we're shopping. Like that's legit where we are shopping. We are not even in the bins. We in the gutter. You know what I'm saying? In that we in the gutter. We underground with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's where we're at, man. We with Master Splinter and all them. Like that's where we don't even shop there. That's where we live. It's in the gutter and that.
And then we end up seeing Arsenal as well at the same time. It's like, oh, you
man. Yeah. We see Arsenal. Yeah, man. What you man saying? They in the worst part of the gutter, though. You know what I'm saying? In that. They in the worst. They got the floods. At least ours is barriers up. We're dry and that. They floods. You know what I'm saying? In that. Because certain teams are 12th or minus 8 goal difference. You know what I'm saying? In October and that. We move. How certain man ain't seen the top half since the start of the season when everyone was on 0, played 0, 1-0, lost 0 and drew. I'm just saying, certain man we're talking challenging for top 6 and top 4 and are now and still in the bottom half. You man ain't seen top half.
They're still on page 2 on the Premier League.
They're still on page 2.
You have to flip the page.
You gotta accept cookies to see them, man. You know what I'm saying? And that you gotta click accept cookies. I agree all to see Arsenal. These men are still on minus goal difference, getting bopped played off the park by the seaside and that. You know what I'm saying? With that, we had 2 best players missing. Arsenal top 6. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Jokers. I seen large up to Gunner talk because obviously that show was yesterday and Shocks was on there talking about Arsenal's next 4 games. They're getting 12 out of 12. I was like, yeah, okay. The only 12 you see is the position you're in the league. That's the only 12 you lot are seeing. Jokers. When I said 12 from 12, let me look at their fixtures. I couldn't believe it because they was going through it and Cam was like, yo, we getting like 5 points out of like 21, similar to ours. One sec. I'm gonna have a look now. Hold up. Wow. So look, so this was their next. So they were at home to Crystal Palace, home to Villa, away to Leicester. Did they go home to Watford? I think it was home to Watford, away to Liverpool. That's what it was. Yeah, it was those games. So at home to Palace, Shucks was talking a win against Palace, beat Villa. They win away at Leicester. They beat Watford in the Cajonas derby, and then they lose away to Liverpool. I was like 4 from 4. Yeah, I was like, yeah, you tripping. They ain't winning them 4 games and that. You man a 12th for a reason. Well, we move. You know what I'm saying? When the surfer says, You've got to actually create an account to see Arsenal in the league table. Facts, man. You got to be signing up emails, verifying your email address, making sure your password's got the caps that get me, got a different character and a number
you have to
and all
select
that.
before fire hydrant just to confirm that you're a
Yes.
human as well.
Yes.
You have to do that as well.
Exactly.
You got to do that just to see Arsenal when they're in the league.
Yes, exactly that. Flawless could wake up with a hangover and still have energy to throw shots at Arsenal because they're just low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying at this point? That's like we're talking about in the gutter. They just lay down in the gutter and you can just whack up and kick them. You know what I'm saying? And that you can just whack up and kick him. And Mimi getting at me. She said, "Stop calling it the cojones derby, you loser." That's what it's called, the cojones derby. And why you gotta call me? Why you gotta name call me? See how people treat me and that. This is why I'm the way I am, people. You know what I'm saying? Is this the cojones derby from their side, innit? You know what I'm saying? It is definitely. Chris K says, I want Conte in as manager. Remember, he was Pogba's manager at Juventus. Chris, I would take Conte. Is he my first choice? No. Would I take him? Yes. But at this point, and I've said this before, and I say this again, I do the Spurs thing and take my 25th choice. The same way they went through all the managers in the world to get to Nuno, it's pretty much like that with Volley. I would take my 10th, 11th, 12th choice simply because I'm tired of this. Tired of it. That's what I'm saying. Zeno, what are you saying? Would you like your thoughts on Conte? Because that seems to be the name that's popping up recently.
Yeah, man. Conte. I mean, bro, I take anyone over Ole, man. Like this. Do you know what though? I saw what you call it. What's his name? Southgate. I would keep Ole. I wouldn't take Southgate. He's also another football terrorist. But anyways,
forget Southgate. I can't believe where that came from.
Yeah, with Conte, I think he'd get us balling up because that five at the back, it's such a myth of him saying he's defensive. Because if you look at how they were playing Inter, I think they scored the most goals in the Serie A or something, and the way they play football and what he's won, it's not defensive. And for me personally, I love the five at the back, especially with the team we have. Imagine Dalot Telles wing back, and then you have Ronaldo striker with Cavani. Spamming and crosses, yes, but even you could play Martial, Ronaldo, but still, Dalot Telles would be so cold. And also, playing five at the back does solve the no DM problem. You don't have to play McFred. You don't have to play two players to cover that one position. You know, there's some games where you could play Matic as well by himself because you have three at the back anyways. You don't even need to play Matic. I think you could play that five at the back or three at the back with Pogba, Donny, because you don't need the DM.
Yeah, because you got an extra defender in there, so of course you could. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I was thinking about with the pro clubs thing. Like you might not necessarily need a DM, even though I'd like Pierre to sit. I'm going to talk to. But that's what it is.
I think the five at the back is my favorite formation, but one of the most attacking, anyways. Because we're going forward, it's like a 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, and then in defensive, you have your defensive cover 5-4-1. Like I think it's the best of both worlds, especially for the squad we have. Zidane, I wouldn't mind Zidane because he wanted De Gea, he wanted Pogba, he wanted Donny, he worked with Ronaldo, he worked with Varane. We have an attacking team. We have Sancho, we have Rashford, we have Greenwood. This team is tailor-made for Zidane as well. Would I take Conte 100%?
I think it's both.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see both of these, man. But I can see me and you going in there, Zeno. Us three going in there with limited, you get me, our limited ability and figuring out something and putting something together and having an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how bad it is with this guy. Even Mimi just messaged me now. And she just I didn't even think of this. This is how like she a genius. But look at me being trolled here. You get what I'm saying? Even while I'm on shows. Watford's manager has won more than us.
True. Claudio Ranieri's won a
man's won more. He's won more than us. Watford's manager has won more than us, legit. And he's a better manager overall. Even without the Premier League, he has a better CV. Brighton's manager is better than us. I'm saying, like, this is how. But like, I would take Ranieri over Oli, and he's not my first choice. He ain't my second, third, fourth. He ain't my top 10. He probably don't make my top 20. But that's how bad it is. But I do like the idea of Conte. Ivorian, what are you telling me though about Conte? Because that's someone we have been linked with.
I know we've been linked with Conte, but I'm a bit too minded because sometimes I look at Conte because when I look at Conte, I feel like he's a Jose Mourinho 2.0. It's because of that little bit of that defensive aspect football that he played at Chelsea at times. It was okay the first season. I just feel like he's a defensive manager. I know Zeno, you feel like he's not, but I feel like, and on top of that, furthermore to add to that, is the relationship might go stale as well with Conte. Conte, sometimes if it's his way or the highway, especially with players, and also with the board.
Especially the board.
If we're looking for something short term, then yeah, definitely. Other managers like Zidane, I would love Zidane. I've been wanting Zidane for a very long time, and I said to myself, it's not normal for any manager. I don't care how many players you've got, how many great players, to win the Champions League 3 times in a row. It's not easy. It's exhausting. It's demanding. The amount of things into he had to, at the end of the day, leave Real Madrid after winning 3 Champions League because he was exhausted from demanding excellency. And on top of that, winning. On top of the fact the name Zidane holds so much weight that you can get literally any player because Zidane is most of these young players' idols. Yeah. And on top of that, I feel like the young players will learn more from Zidane compared to OLE because I can imagine a young player saying like, Zidane, you know that goal that you scored against Leverkusen in the final? The technique that you used? I don't see no one asking about Ole's technique for his tapping that he scored in 1999. No one asks him about that, you know? And Ten Hag is another manager that I would like for us to get. But with Ten Hag, I want the CEO and the director of football to come with him as well.
That's the thing with Ten Hag is football is more technical. Like he'd need a window to get the players he wants as well, and a longer period of time.
I believe we have the players as well. We have the technical players.
I think he can work with them. Even though
he can work with them 100%. But you get someone like Zidane or Conte right now, we can still win a trophy.
Yeah. But again, let's see what happens, guys. We'll see until December. If he's still here, then God knows that he's going to be here until the end of the season, and then we can judge him from there. But like I said, right now, as the Glazers sees us right now, they're probably looking at us thinking, I don't know what you guys are moaning about. We're second, 2 points away. We're still in the Champions League. Money's coming in again. What are you guys upset about? That's how the Glazers sees it because they're not footballing people. Right now, we're 2 points behind first place. Ronaldo's there. They're making so much money. They're swimming in money right now. You know, Ole's still in the Champions League. He hasn't been knocked out, although we've been knocked out of one cup competition, which I am upset with. I don't know why people are not upset that we've got knocked out the Carabao Cup because this is one of the only 2 realistic trophies that I feel like we can win.
Yeah.
So people should be upset.
100%.
That and the FA Cup is the only 2 trophies that I feel like we can win. The people should be upset. So we still got the FA Cup. The Glazers don't see it as a problem. But if it was me that was the CEO or the owner of Manchester United, I see the problem straight away because I'm a football fan first. You know, I can see the problems. I will go downstairs to Ole and be like, let me call you upstairs to the office. Let's talk, bro. To bring all your coaching stuff. Why aren't we not playing good football? This is not what I hired you for. Simple as. And that's all I want. Yeah. Accountability at Manchester United. That's all I ask for. People to be accounted.
That's legit.
Questions.
That's all we're asking for is to people to be held accountable. My issue with Conte isn't so much the defensive side of football because like Daniel says here, we were scoring 2 and 3 goals for fun under Conte. That defensive football he apparently plays is nonsense. It's not that. It's more so I know he's not leaving it in a good state. However, will I blow this team up to win a Premier League or Champions League? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Is it ideal? No. But what I take knowing 3-4 years down the line is going to end bad and we'll have one horrific season and Conte will leave and players will be unhappy for a Premier League or Champions League right now. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you go in, you got to be the sacrificial lamb. Sometimes there's a sacrificial lamb and that's calm. I'm cool with that happening. If we have to destroy this team in 3-4 years, but we win 2 Premier Leagues in that time period to be successful, like literally. Like, I would fully take that. But again, that's why Conte wouldn't be my first choice. But I would take Ten Hag. I would take Zidane. Gareth Southgate, absolutely not. I think that was just a slow news day.
You know what, I'm glad that came out because it's stating something that, you know, when the news come out that Man United are looking for another manager and all that stuff, I enjoy that because at least it's out there. That means something must be happening to me. That's how I feel. Even though I know we'll never get Southgate.
Yeah, but then again, just before we started the stream, we did mention that McKenna, Field, and Carrick, they got new contracts. So what does that suggest?
Talk about it. What do you think it suggests? What do you think it suggests? You know, talk about it. Let's get into that before we go.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not too worried about that. When I saw the news yesterday, I was vexed a bit. And I was like, wait a minute, this is just contracts, man. If they want to get rid of him, they'll get rid of them. When they do sack Ole, they'll get rid of all of them, man, that came with him. It means nothing to me. You can sign a contract today. You still get sacked tomorrow. So guys, don't look into it. Don't get upset. Don't let that spoil your day.
Nah. I'm done with United spoil my day. That's why I don't think about him or talk about him outside of live streams like that. I'm not interested. Yeah, you're right, Joseph. Contracts don't mean nothing. Moyes had a 6-year contract and he got 8 months. Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about the new contracts is it lessens them running down their contract and then maybe just leaving at the end of it. That's why I didn't want Oli to get a new deal. I'm like, maybe, just maybe you just like, all right, I've done what I've done and you leave. That's what I was hoping for. But hey, we move. And look, Daniel even says here, his worst season in the Chelsea, he won the FA Cup. Facts. And Mimi says, still means will cost your club more money to let them go, and your owners don't like spending money.
Facts? Of course. But it hurt the Glazers more, or would they use Manchester United's pockets for them to pay off the managers? Because I know they don't take money out of their own pocket.
And Kyle says that's just them giving them a little increase before he gets sacked. Zico also says, is Ten Hag actually going Barcelona? Maybe. I've heard rumors, but I'm not 100% sure. But I've heard rumors about it. But yes, we are going to close out the show, people. We're going to close out the show. So Mr. Ivorian himself, let the people know where they can find you and anything you want to add before we close out the show.
Of course. First and foremost, thank you guys for having me. I'll be looking forward to making my third appearance, to get some extra minutes. 130, 1 hour and 35 minutes is good enough. Van de Beek hasn't even got that yet.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm doing better than Van de Beek. But yes, guys, you can find me on my channel. Do subscribe to Red United TV. If you want to laugh and enjoy yourself, I am funny. I'm the same person that you see here on my channel as well. So subscribe to that and follow the official Instagram of Red United TV, which is Red United TV1. And follow my personal Instagram account, which is Ivorian_Spies. Also follow me on Twitter and as well. Watch yesterday's show, which is the Catch Up Volume 61. You will enjoy that. But again, do subscribe here. This is where I really care. Subscribe, because I've been following Flawless for a long time. From the moment he done his first show outside. Oh yeah, Flawless, I remember. It was outside. A fountain behind you and everything.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Man, yeah.
You get me?
You know what you're talking about. And I've legit just added Red United TV in the title, people. So you can keep this show. While the show's on, you click it right now, Red United TV, and go subscribe to Ivorian's channel. You can legit do that. You have no excuse. It will open up a new tab, and this show will keep running. So click on it right now. You can see it there. Eddie's put it in the title also. Put it in the comments as well. But yes, it is in the title, Red United TV. So make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. Great content. As you can see, hilarious done. And you'll see him over here much more regular as well. Davey says, Flawless, when you're playing pro clubs, again, it will be probably Friday. We're looking at Friday when everyone's free. More often than not, it'll be weekend. So it'll be Friday, Saturdays, sometimes Sunday. But more time, Friday, Saturdays, we're looking at weekly. And it will always live stream here. Zeno, my done, as always. Anything you want to add before we bounce or anything like that?
Nah, man, big up. Such a good show. It was good having Ivorian on. Big up the comments. You guys are always live. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We're trying to get 4K, and follow Flawless on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find my socials there. That's where you'll see them. I need to try and change my names to make it easier. It's a bit hard to keep saying it. So make sure you follow Flawless. And you'll see my handles there anyway. So
you can find.
But make sure you subscribe and share. But yeah, man, big up to all you, man. Great show again.
Yeah, man, always. But please make sure you do that. Like Ivorian said, Zeno said, whether you're watching live or watching this back, hit the like button. Daniel said we're free off 80. But yeah, you will see Ivorian over here, like I said, on a more regular basis, at least once a month. Not only on this show, but probably other shows as well. But you'll definitely see him, have my word, once a month. Definitely, without question. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV channel. Road to 4K. Make sure you do that. Road to 4K on here. Make sure you follow the Twitch as well. The link for that is underneath in the description. Again, though, Red United TV, which is Ivorian's channel, is in the title. Also, don't forget this show and all the other shows on the channel, aside from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So wherever you listen to podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, you can find us whenever next. You can find us across all audio platforms. Just type in Sarcasm City TV. So you might want to listen while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're at work, whatever. You might just want to be on your phone and not have the YouTube app open. You might just want to listen. That's another way for you lot to listen. Links for those are all underneath in the description. OTG says, when is the next show? So I'll be on Shameless FC with the Shameless FC Dons, the Premier League show, on Carefree Lewis's channel at 8 p.m. And then we're back on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch for the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A members edition. So I'll be joined by a couple members. One of them will be Abdallah, who the regulars know, and that will be on the Twitch. But just keep an eye out. This is not just you, OTG. This is everybody else on the upcoming live stream section on both the YouTube and the Twitch. I update them weekly, so you can always find them. Yeah, you can find out exactly what's going on and find all the shows that is going on because I update them week. That is your TV guide, people. That is your TV guide. So make sure you follow Mof as well. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to another plug as well. Subscribe to Mimi TV, people. That is the sister channel of Sarcasm City TV. That's the sister network. So make sure you go to Mimi TV on Twitch. It's Mimi TV __. That is a Twitch. Relegation Watch is now over there. Watford Watch, which is a new show, is now over there. You're going to get Championship watch-alongs over there and probably Premier League watch-alongs over there as well. So make sure you've gone and follow to her Twitch. It's new. Only a couple shows on there. Get her up to 50 followers expeditiously, people. But yeah, man, again, Ivorian, been great having you on. Anything else you want to add before we?
I'm good, man. I'm just looking forward to my third appearance, man. But I salute everyone that watched as well. Big ups to you, man. You know, I mean, keep following us. You know, you're getting the best urban type of what you say, podcast.
Best content. Yeah, content. Yeah, just content.
Like all the time. You're always going to get that from us, man. Just continue 100%. To support us all.
Yes, please do. And as well, people, don't forget, since we're ending the show, you can write afterwards from the Leicester. So the Manchester United Premier League games from Leicester all the way to Arsenal. Please make sure you put your predictions in the chat. So all you have to do is write the first 3 letters of the team. So Leicester, you put LEI, and then just put W for win, D for draw, L for loss, and then we'll just run it like that. And I'll make sure to write it down. Zeno, anything you want to add before we leave the show?
No. Just subscribe, share, all of that, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, and this show will be back Thursday, people. Thursday, 5 p.m. ManDem United podcast will be back. You can catch it every Tuesday and Thursday here. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.